Hi everyone, thanks for watching, thanks for coming back. Just a quick roundup weekend really, this one, and up and coming projects and other bobs and bits. I've been to National Gathering this weekend, went Friday morning, come back this afternoon, picked myself up a couple of bargains. Big shout out to AM Hobbies, proper guy that lad is. He goes to that show. He does a one show a year, and I think he does the Blackpool show as well. But he's a busy chap, breaking kits all the time and doing whatever you need, getting whatever you need to get. So if you ever need any parts, if you drop AM Hobbies a message, go to eBay or go to his website or wherever, drop him a message, ask him if he's got a part you need, and 9 times out of 10 he'll have the part that you need. His business is really picking up momentum, and he's got a lot of customers, and he breaks kits almost daily and builds stuff up for customers to sell. A lot of it he sells on eBay, so that's all good. And then there's another trader that were there, was RC Lab, come all the way from Netherlands. Netherlands? Yeah, I think come all the way from Netherlands, and they all had all electrical, all your light units and circuit boards. He prints off, has circuit boards and stuff with all LEDs in, so just fit into back at light and just put a screw in and hold it all in. It all fits, all bespoke stuff for each individual truck. It does low loader systems with axles and steering, servo systems and all sorts. That were really good. There were Mac models were there. There's all mouldings and stuff. He does boat stuff as well, but at this show he was doing truck stuff, 1/14 scale, warehouses and containers and people and skips and trailer loads and all sorts of stuff. And then there were Aztec models as well that were there, and Aztec models were absolutely fantastic stuff with all the bull bars and light bars and all their sort of things. Sell kits, they do everything Aztec models, so they're really good as well. And then I think that really for traders. Oh, there was another guy that did 3D printed bodies, cab shells and stuff. They all looked alright, they look pretty good. And that's it really for traders. But the course is 100 metres by 24 metres, and it's all infilled with stuff. And you can book a pitch, they call it a yard. And you've got all different sizes, so you can have build like your own diorama if you like, with all your own trucks and stuff. If you go into my other videos, you can see I've done snippets of them on my other videos. What people do, loading. There's one way of loading stuff. Look at my second video in. One of the guys from a different club was unloading me trailer, my trailer from me, flatbed trailer and stuff, and then the amount of kits, the amount of stuff that were there was unbelievable, and the quality of what people do was absolutely outstanding. Like what they can build and what they can turn around to and create were absolutely outstanding. Oh, the component shop were there as well. Now, component shop is an absolute must. It's an absolute must to get all the electrical stuff, servos, lengths of cable, wiring connectors, batteries, big every battery from single cell batteries all the way to gel cell, big 12-volt batteries, all configurations, everything you can imagine. And they do mail order. They've got the website, so if you want help from them, you need to go and if you need electrical, go and see them. look on the website, and you can mail order, and they've got fast delivery. They're great. that guy's a great guy as well. Yeah, so that's one I forgot. Yeah, so all the other stuff, there were a big massive digging pit for all mud and that, and moving mud round, and there were up and over bridges, there were water section, there were a railway, there were all sorts there. And it's really good to get your truck out and get it running on it for 100 metre long straight. So 100 metres down one side, round bottom, round a bend for 24 metres, 100 metres, another bend 100 metres back. John and Adam, the guys that arranged it with their team, big shout out to them two guys and the team. Absolutely fantastic day, absolutely fantastic weekend. They did give out, they did put some ground rules down which you're supposed to adhere to, but some people didn't really adhere to them. They weren't overly, I don't think they were very bright in what they were doing, but that's just my opinion. So I'll not say what else about that. They had a food all on, bistro place open, so we can get food and drinks and stuff, and everything was really good. I had a great weekend. So this is what I've got into buying. I've bought myself an FH16 kit, and I built this chassis up Saturday. Built that up Saturday with gearbox. I just got to grease this gearbox, and with my normal grease. I've got motorised leg kit, so I've got a fifth wheel, a servo operated fifth wheel to release. I got this 8x4 chassis from AM Hobbies, so that's a big project, up and coming project to keep your eyes out for. So I bought that, and then I bought this one because this kit, so because I want the body out of the FH16 kit for that chassis. And then this chassis, I bought a body for another truck. If one of my other earlier videos, you can see that I've built the body up, Mercedes Arcos body up. Well, I'm going to put this Mercedes body now. I'm going to put this Mercedes body on this unit, on this chassis here. So we're going to have a single axle Merc. So that's going to get done. That's going to get done over these next few weeks. And then I'll have another truck. I'll have another truck to use. And that's it really. I've got off RC Lab. I got some light units for FH16. Off Component Shop I got some servos, and then off AM Hobbies I got these trucks. Can't really speak highly enough of AM Hobbies. Great chap. I spent a lot of time talking to him, and everything's all good. Really enjoyed his company and that. I went on my own, didn't go with anybody else, just went on my own for just a run round. Me FH12, my green and black FH12, that servo's not right on that, and it's wandering on the road. So I didn't really use that much. My globe liner run absolutely spot on. No, didn't bat an eyelid, run perfect. But my Scania, my Ironman Scania, that I bought another servo, like just over standard servo really. But it's not. The servo's brilliant. It's a very good servo, but it's not very strong. With the weight of everything in it, all the battery and all weight over the front end, it's just a bit not a little bit lethargic. So that needs. So I'm gonna have some big modifications to do on that steering, I think. I was talking to another lad about, and he was to give me a few points on front axles and how to make front axle better. So I'm gonna do that and then I've got a 20 kilogram servo. But then I've remembered I bought this 20 gram, not this weekend, but I got this the other week, 20 kilogram servo. So I'm going to put that in the Ironman truck, a proper 20k. And then I've got 20k servo for the 8 before, but I might put that 20k servo in my new Merc chassis. I think I'm going to do that. And then I've got these at servos. These at servos I got from component shop. They're called King Max. They're an analog servo, but they pull 12.2 kilogram force on them when they're working. So that's a little bit weak, I think, for these. When they get weighed up and they get full weight on wheels, but it's being super singles. I think I'm going to put a 20k in this, a 20k in my Ironman, and then because that 8 before is a twin steer, I think I'll have to buy 30. I think for that, 25 or 30. I'll probably, like one of the other lads was saying, I ought to really. You can just over engineer stuff and go over the top with it, so you're not working it as hard, so it's well within its comfort range, so you're not pushing it to its maximum. I think that's like your reliability thing. If you can build something so it's got reliability, you're better off doing it. Because like I said, me Globe Liner, I just changed batteries. I did a full 5,000 milliamp battery yesterday in it. I used that much and did that many laps and that much track time. It one of these 5,000 milliamps, and they're heavy as a chuff. These really heavy, these batteries, but they last a long time. They've got plenty of punch. So I've got that. To they're really good batteries for trucks. I have got 80-turn motors in all my trucks. And I've got a new Carson Poison, it's called. This is an 80-turn motor, apparently. So I've got one of these just to try it out. Yeah, it says there, look. 540, 80-turn, CB, whatever that means. Truck machine. So that sounds like it's been designed for a truck. Yeah, so that's that. And then from my club, from Leicester club I go to, one of the lads was selling some wheels off, so I got these dirt cheap. They're alloy wheels, but they're super single size. And then this FH16 wheels, they're super singles, so they're going on here. Then I just need to get a set of backs. I just need to get some rear alloys then, 2 rear alloys. So that's that truck, while that's going to get built up. So with this 8 before, I've got that's the mechanical. You can see that axle lifting up and down. That's a mechanical device. And where cab stops, when you've got your cab on and that pack that you put on the back of it, when they're on, that's about there. It finishes about there. So with that, I want to put a servo on it. So I bought this servo. This is from Aztec Models. It's a framework that you put in here. It's a motor drive with, and it just plugs straight into receiver, I think. So you can lift that. So you can lift this up and down off your controller instead of touching your truck. I don't really like touching trucks when they're in use. I'm gonna get all these linkages changed. Mind you, that one looks alright. That's quite tight. But I'm gonna get all these rose jointed and get all rose joints on these, which are like that style steering arm there with built-in knuckle, so there's no play in it. They're solid, they're tight, an easy tight fit. Well, these red ones are going to go onto me FH16. This is, if you watch my channel as well, you'll see that I made a low loader trailer, and this is the back end of it. And I had 2 steer axles on the back end. Well, that so I've took the low loader apart to build my container trailer. My last couple of videos before this, before this weekend. So I've got even more parts I can use off that low loader trailer. So breaking it up and using it for parts has been the best thing, really. It's been a right good thing. So this hasn't come any wheels, so I've got another thing off that low loader trailer. I've got four steer wheels. They'll go on front 2 axles, and then I've got four back wheels, brand new, and then I've got on the tyre, I've got a trailer with some knobbly tyres for back, so some drive tyres. So I'm going to be using them tyres on this back end of this. Yeah, so then this is going to be my next. After I've done my Volvo stroke Merc job, I'm going to be doing this 8 before, just an 8 before FH16. I like the kit. The lorries look brilliant. The Scania 770 looks brilliant as an heavy haul kit. There's a truckload loads there. I took loads of good photos of them, and they do look really good. But everybody's got one. So, and I've not really seen that many, if any. I know one guy who's made an FH16 heavy haul. So, but for that's not going to be. I maybe not get this done this year. Might be next year, towards middle of next year time I've done this heavy haul, because it's going to have a lot of work on it. I might change up. I might start putting all the SUV stuff on it. Change up the radio for all suspension for the SUV suspension and stuff, and put the SUV 5th wheel on maybe. But I'll see how it goes. The other thing with this kit that from AM Hobbies is you got wheel bearings. It's give you roller bearings for on stub axles to go with your unit. So that's a good thing, a good job on that. And then you've got this towing hitch on back. That's all come with it. So yeah, looking forward to building this, but it'll not be for a while yet. So I think that's it. Oh, one other thing, when you drive around the course, you're doing up ramps and you go like up elevated sections. On one top corner you went then up on one elevator section and round and back down. Then when you go out opposite circle, you went on opposite side of the road, you come up and you went even up an even higher section and then back down. They had like a bridge section over water. They had like a suspension bridge. The whole weekend's an absolute fantastic weekend. You can't do no wrong. If you need to, if you're into your trucks and you're into your model trucks and that, and you go to a club regular, you need to go to National Gathering. It's well worth money, well worth money, and it's just a fantastic weekend. I can't big it up enough. I can't really say enough to do it justice. It's that good. Yeah, that's it really. Yeah, so that's it. Oh, so what I was telling you was, I was driving up one of the up ramps, and because my vision's not overly brilliant, I was a bit too far away from my truck, and my trailer just clipped the side of the up ramp, and it pinged because it's got 3D printed wheels on back axles. It pinged an outer ring off, so tyre were coming off my trailer. But I'll do another video with that, because I need to replace them 4 wheels, which luckily I've got. Luckily I've got 4 more wheels to do it. Yeah, I've got 4 standard wheels to put back on. Right, I think that's definitely it this time. There's nothing else going to spin to my mind. I just talk constantly. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. Other than thanks for watching. Keep your eyes out for more up and coming projects. Catch you on the next one.